What's good? It's your boy KEK Beats. You already know this video right here is about the third eye and creativity. I had a brother ask me on one of my videos. He commented, he said, can you make a video on how to be more creative? At first he said, when I go to my keyboard, you know, saying I don't know what notes to play or stuff like that. He said basically how to be more creative. That's what it came down to. And I got you, you know, and it's actually interesting because the topic of this video is how I got the idea to make this video, if that makes any sense. And you'll get what I'm saying in a second here. Now, I know this is going to be one of them controversial videos. It's going to be a lot of skeptics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually present you with some facts, and I encourage you to do some of your own research as well. And also, before I get into it, it's crazy that I even got to say this shit in this politically correct world that we live in. But this doesn't have nothing to do with no religion, no religious beliefs, nothing like that. So for the people who want to start pushing that religious shit, you know, move on or keep it to yourself, whatever. Okay, so now into the topic. Third eye and creativity. You got to realize that your mind, first off, is the most powerful DAW in the world. Digital audio workstation. You know, FL Studio. Everybody talk about, man, what's the best? Everybody arguing over this little shit, talking about what's the best software, FL Studio this, Ableton that, MPC this. But few producers realize that it doesn't matter what software you're using, that your mind is really the most powerful software in the world. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, given aside the people who just listen to other people's music and copy them, that's a part of, you know what I'm saying, you got to feed your mind information. That's very important. But I'm talking about creating original ideas. You know, when you could be doing anything. You could be driving in the shower. Sometimes it'd be in the shower. It'd be at the weirdest times, don't it? An idea just boom, smack you in the head. And you just hear this dope melody. And you like, I got to go make a beat real quick. I got to go lay that down. Or I've even had times where I just got the chills. You know what I'm saying? I feel it now. I got ideas in my sleep. In my dreams. I'd have musical ideas in my dreams. And they said Michael Jackson used to do that too. You know, I don't want to get too much into Michael Jackson. It's probably why he was on that sleep machine and shit like that. But you can get creative ideas in your dreams too. This isn't just about music. This is about creativity in general. Again, which is how I actually came up with the idea about this video. And it's about like 3, 4 in the morning right now. You know, a lot of the times you gotta realize that's the creative time for us as music producers. You know, so all of this is gonna, you know what I'm saying, make more sense as you watch this video. And again, I encourage you to do your own research. But let me present the facts for you before I move on. There's what's called the third eye. Some people call it a sixth sense, spiritual eye. Third eye chakra, ajna chakra, pineal gland, all of this, whatever you want to call it. In your brain, you know what I'm saying, in the back of your brain, eye level, is something called, and it's about the size of a pea. And dude, this is scientific. I'm not just saying some nonsense here. There is a part of your brain, you know, I'm not a goddamn scientist, but there is a part of your brain called the pineal gland, and they call it the third eye because in this gland it has rods and cones in it, just like your eyes, your two eyes right here. You know what I'm saying? It's got rods and cones in it. That's why they call it the third eye. Now this gland, pineal gland, is, you know, responsible for, you know, they call it the gland. I'm not no goddamn scientist, but they say it excretes DMT, dimethyltryptamine, and also other chemicals in your mind. You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to get too into that. You can do your own research if you're into that type of stuff. So I'm presenting facts for you here. Some facts for your ass. This shit is scientific, okay? But you have to realize that all the creative ideas And it's a lot of shit that come with this. I've been on this journey for a long time. But all of your creative ideas, when you get them inspiration, them hunches, and that shit just bam, hit you out of nowhere, it's coming through your third eye. Now, there's different ways that we can, what people call opening your third eye or decalcifying your pineal glands. I'm going to get more into this shit. We're able to be more creative, you know, and this is actually how I'm able to come up with a lot, not just musical ideas, but ideas for videos, ideas for different ways to hit up people and connect with people when I'm contacting A&Rs or music artists or whatever. And this is also how I'm able to, I'm not trying to get too airy-fairy, but you can start reading people's minds. You can start sense what people are thinking. You feel their energy. You can't really explain it. You just sense it. Now, a lot of this shit is, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people think that all this shit is nonsense, but that's why I had to give you the fucking scientific facts. Do your goddamn research. This shit is scientific, but there's so much of this shit that can't really be explained. Now, how do we open our third eye or decalcify our pineal gland so that we can become more creative? And I'm going to get into the piano shit. Don't worry. I'm gonna tie this into the piano stuff as well. Because, you know, in my courses, that's why I always teach. I don't just teach the technical information. I always give a spiritual aspect to everything that I put together, whether you realize it or not. Because, you know, the great Bob Proctor said, and do some research on Bob Proctor, the subconscious mind. That's where your creative ideas come from, your subconscious mind. He said that any course that doesn't have a spiritual foundation is incomplete, in his opinion. And I believe that as well. So in my courses, I start going over different things as far as creativity, mindset. If you haven't already checked out the Producer's Piano 101 course, check that shit out. Anybody who's gone through it already in Producer's Piano 2.0, you already know. You already know this. I go over different things about the mindset. I'm big into that. That's why I'm making this video. Without me rambling too much, I don't want this video to be a goddamn half hour because I could talk about this shit all day. How do we open our third eye? How do we decalcify our pineal gland so we can be more creative? And no more beat block, and we can come up with shit back to back to back to back to back. You know, I don't have beat block. I don't experience that shit. I used to, but not anymore. Number one, now we're getting into the meat and the potatoes. Speaking about meat, that's one thing we're going to get into, is your health, your diet. There's certain foods drinks, foods that calcify your pineal gland. Now, do research on this shit. Don't just believe everything I'm saying. Do your goddamn research. And there is certain, you know, changing your diet is a way that will decalcify. You're going to see a lot of people talk about that shit. Decalcifying your pineal gland, detoxing your body, different things like that. Now, this all goes into why is this relevant? Because if your mind is your most powerful software to create music, you know, you have to realize that your mind, body, spirit, all of it is one. If your mind's fucked up, your body going to be fucked up. If your body fucked up, your mind fucked up. So as you get your health right and get your body right, it's automatically going to get your mind right. You know, so do your research on different foods that calcify your pineal gland or that shut down, close your third eye. I'll name some for you right now. Sugar, soda, candy, alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Cut that shit. Now, those things, I ain't gonna lie, they can stimulate your creativity, but it's very temporary, and it's one of the things that's kind of at the bottom. You know, kind of just like smoking weed and different shit. Now, I'm not saying smoking weed's bad, and I'm not saying smoking weed closes your third eye, because smoking weed is actually mind expanding. But tobacco, the tobacco, you know, like cigarettes and I guess you could say the cigars, swishers and shit like that, that's something that will, you know what I'm saying, keep your shit closed, point blank. Now, I can show you something right here just so you ain't just talking about no shit, and I didn't just start doing this today. This right here, yeah, it just looks like a water bottle, or what do you say, dirty water. I didn't drop no goddamn Xanax in here. I didn't drop no pill in here. This is lemon water. Simple as that. I've been doing this shit on and off for a long time, but you'll realize that lemons, well, we get into fruits, vegetables, all that shit. I'm not no health expert. You know, I'm learning just like you. This is one of the best things to decalcify your pineal gland or open your third eye. Now let me say something real quick, because as you do your research on this shit, it's gonna be a lot. You're gonna find it's a lot of bullshit out there. It's a lot of airy fairy motherfuckers on YouTube that just want to get a bunch of views by creating these third eye videos. So don't believe everything you see. That's why I said from the jump, do your own research. Lemon water. Cut out the soda. Cut out all the bullshit, the alcohol, or just put it to a minimum. You know what I'm saying? Just put it to a minimum. But some people use those things to stimulate their creativity, but you'll find that a lot of the times, and I've experienced this, a lot of people, producers, use that shit as a crutch. They can't make no goddamn beats without smoking no weed. They can't without smoking a blunt. They can't make no weed, make weed. They can't get in the mode, in the zone, in the flow state, which this all has to do with your mind, your brain, without drinking some alcohol or whatever. So get your health right. That's number one. I'm not telling you to stop eating meat. I'm not telling you to not. I done did that for a while. I did off and on. You know what I'm saying? Get your health right, and you're gonna get your creativity right. Now, number two. What is number two? Oh, number two. And see, Spirit told me. Meditation. Really, that's and this is why I said this ain't got shit to do with no religious shit or nothing like that. But meditation is really the only way. Because what you're doing, and this is scientific, I'm presenting facts for your ass here. This shit is scientific, so anybody think that I'm just on a camera talking some bullshit, do some goddamn research. Meditation got hella benefits. Now, specifically, I'm talking about third eye meditation. Now, this is how you can, one way you can decalcify, start your pineal gland, open your third eye, same shit, is through meditation. Now, what meditation is, you're getting rid of all that. You're not really getting rid of thoughts. I don't want to say that, but you're focusing your mind. You're focusing your attention to where your mind is clear, to where you don't have all this extra shit going on. Because if you're sitting at the piano, you're sitting at the keyboard, and I gotta, man, if I could, matter of fact, it's right, hold on one second, let me grab it real quick. It's this, and I got another one for you here. This book called Effortless Mastery. I got hella books. I got books out the ass on all type of different things. A lot of them got to do with the power of the mind. Effortless Mastery. Now, I talked about this book, and you know what I'm saying? In my courses and whatnot, I mentioned it, or some of the principles, or even some of the videos that I just put out, you know what I'm saying, for the community. It talks about meditation in this book. You know, it talks about getting into the flow state, the creative state. I got books about that as well. I got books out the ass. My camera is sitting behind my phone is sitting on a pile of books right now. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't just grab a book and just regurgitate some shit on a goddamn video. But this book is specifically about mastering the piano effortlessly, because it's easy when you fucking can clear your mind and get your mind right. It's easy to come up with dope shit. So meditation, that's crucial. Do your research. Meditation, creativity. Meditation has so many goddamn benefits. You know what I'm saying? I got another book I can show you that, you know what I'm saying, got into a lot of things with the power of the mind. Get your health and your meditation right. And shit, you can even get on a goddamn workout routine. Start all of these things, getting your health right. All this stuff, this is getting your mental health right, your physical health right, your emotional health right. You know, and I'm not no goddamn health expert, but this shit worked for me. You know what I'm saying? This shit worked for me. I don't teach nothing that don't work. Period. So let me see, what else? Is there anything else? Really, it's not really too much else to boost your creativity. You want to keep learning, of course, but there's two different types of, you know what I'm saying? What we're doing with the third eye, we're developing our imagination, our mental capacities, you know? And I'm talking about the imagination. I'm talking about the third eye is your creative imagination. And do your research on this shit. It's even in books. Napoleon Hill, do research. Creative imagination. And there's something called synthetic imagination. Now, synthetic imagination, I believe, I'm not quoting the shit, but think about when producers watch videos, how to make a beat like such and such, how to make a beat like Zaytoven. And then you take that shit and then you go make a beat with that information. But it's not something that you didn't originally, that shit didn't just come to you. You know, so you want to mix your synthetic imagination and your creative imagination. And so you can take the information that I teach in my courses and my videos, and when you learn how to utilize your mind, which has fucking infinite possibilities, your mind, you can come up with infinite ideas. You don't have to just sound like Zaytoven. Everybody, I say this in every goddamn video. Flip it. Reinvent that shit. Turn that shit into your own. Period. Zaytoven didn't copy somebody to sound like Zaytoven, or else we would say Zaytoven sound like whoever the fuck he you know what I'm saying? He used his creative imagination to create a new wave. And look how many people is riding the wave, god damn it. Riding the wave. You know? So get your health right, get on some meditation, and start learning. Increasing your knowledge. That's why I put this information out here for you guys. If you ain't grabbed a course already, grab a course. Everybody who done grabbed a course done benefited like a motherfucker. It's not just about technical information. I give you the information in the simplest way possible so that it's easy to digest and to ingrain on your subconscious mind to where you don't have to be thinking. It's effortless mastery. You don't have to be thinking about what notes to play. All of this extra shit. You know what I'm saying? And I got more books I would show you, but this ain't about no goddamn book. This is about developing your mind. You know, your mental faculties. For real. So keep learning. Get your goddamn health right. Stop being fucking scared at your software that you're gonna make a whack beat or whatever, because that's what it talk about in that Effortless Mastery book as well that I've mentioned in other videos. You're not gonna start a fucking war at your goddamn software. You know what I'm saying? If you make a whack beat, whatever, you can make a dope beat right after. You might make 2 whack beats and then make a dope beat. Might have people watching you make beats behind you or watching you make a beat on video, whatever. But if you get your health right, and you get your knowledge right, and you meditate, that goes with the knowledge, and that goes with the health. You gonna have your creativity on 10. Say, I don't experience beat block. I don't experience none of that shit. I don't have those problems. You know what I'm saying? I don't have those problems, and you won't either. If you know what I'm saying, take this shit and run with it. But don't just believe what I say, goddammit. Do some research. Google this shit. Third eye creativity. Meditation creativity. Health and creativity. Your mind and creativity. Boosting creativity. You know, if you want more videos on this shit, or if you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, all of that good shit. I'm going to keep coming with videos. I know some people is going to be like, this video is just nonsense, but this shit, I'm presenting facts for your ass. Do some research. Don't just believe me, you know, period. Don't just believe anybody when anybody say. Do some research. Let me think, was there anything else I wanted to say in this video before I ended it? Man, really don't know. All I can really say is that that's how the idea came to me to do this goddamn video, bro. I asked about creativity. I sat on it. The creative process, which I fucking teach, you know what I'm saying? I teach all that in my courses. And then the idea came to me, and now I'm acting on it. Period. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to learn more, click the link in the description. Shout out to everybody fucking with me. Shout out to you specifically for watching this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.